Happy Friday. Welcome back to the show. James Royal XRP. If you work all week and you get weekends off, happy Friday. If you are not working and you are living life, happy Friday. I'll tell you what, exciting things are taking place here in the past few days. We've seen some amazing things happen, and I'm going to go over a few things today. We're going to look at some articles. We're going to look at a former SEC employee saying that the SEC is done and crypto has won. Stay tuned. Nothing I talk about today is financial advice. I've had a couple cups of coffee. I have a zillion tabs open on my Mac, but I'm going to make it a quick video. It's Friday. I had to go to work, just like many of you out there. Let's get after it. Today's episode is sponsored by iTrustCapital. Here, several years ago, I took all of my old 401ks from previous employers and put it in crypto with iTrustCapital. And in the past 3 to 4 years, my investments have tripled. Check it out. There's advantages. It's free to sign up. You can invest, trade 24/7, 365. Roth IRAs have tax advantages. Click on the link below. Tell them James Royal XRP sent you by. Let's take a look at the numbers. Total crypto market cap is $2.655 trillion. Bitcoin, $76,075. Ethereum, $2,918. Solana is over $200, $203.63. XRP is around 55 cents. Cardone, 43. Stellar, 10. HBAR, a nickel. VeChain, 2 cents. Algo, 12 cents. Do your research, people. Get excited. And by the way, if you sold all your XRP, is it that cute? Hodl, baby, hodl. Okay, here we go. Let's go and get into it. Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone is a successful businessman. He has a private equity fund. He manages $4.5 billion assets under management. Cardone Capital, 10X Health System. Check it out. He got this out to all the liberals. He says, I'm offering my jet to all crying liberals who promise to leave the USA in case of a Trump victory. If you want to arrange your flight, have your people email my people at gc@cryinglikealittlebitch.com. Robert De Niro, Stephen King, Cher, Rob Reiner, Christine Applegate, Cardi B, Whoopi, Alec Baldwin, Taylor Swift, Tom Hanks, George Clooney, Bryan Cranston, Sharon Stone, Samuel Jackson. Well, here's you a flight right out of the country, baby. Get with Grant. Crying little bitches. Okay, Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple. It was announced yesterday that Ripple, Brad, Stu Adderati met with Donald Trump this past summer. Check this out. I've shared some thoughts on what the Trump administration can mean for crypto and want to also recognize the XRP family's patience and unwavering support. A lot has happened since XRP was the second most valuable digital asset. It's been at times a frustrating journey. 6 years since the SEC started mailing into the crypto market, picking winners and losers. 4 years since the SEC sued Ripple. And now finally we see a light at the end of the tunnel as these external, frankly unnatural and manipulative market factors fade. The tides are shifting. Headwinds are turning to tailwinds. And the opportunity for those of us who believe in the future for XRP is enormous. Yesterday, John Reed Stark at John Reed Stark. He is the president of John Reed Stark Consulting. He is former SEC Office of Internal Enforcement. Well, he had a Twitter Spaces, and you know what? He does not believe in blockchain technology or crypto. Bless your heart, John Reed Stark. But he admits that crypto has won and the SEC is done. This is a 6-minute clip. I'm not going to play it, but I'm going to post it below. And if we go a little bit further, he posted yesterday, for your information, stick a fork in the SEC. It's done. And if we look at Jeremy Hogan's comment here, he says, so what happens to the Ripple versus SEC and Coinbase case, etc. next year? Jeremy Hogan at Attorney Jeremy 1. Well, I wasn't sure about the nuts and bolts of it all, so I listened to The Great Space by John Reed Stark today, and the most likely scenario is Gary steps down before January the 20th. the new head or interim head sends out marching orders that all non-fraud crypto cases need to be disposed of. Bye-bye. The litigation team looks at each case and recommends to either settle or dismiss each and bring their recommendations to the commissioners, who then vote yay or nay. There will now be 3 representatives appointed. So it will yay. 3 Republicans in the SEC. It will yay. My thoughts on specific actions. Number 4, the Ripple case or any case with a ruling will be settled for the judgment amount of $125 million. It would be awkward to settle for less than was already awarded by the court. The Coinbase and other cases in litigation will simply be dismissed. This will take some time, not January, but perhaps before summer. That's my call, and I'm sticking to it. Jeremy Hogan, here's a 2-minute clip. Listen.
Now the enforcement director says this time, okay, tell me what's in litigation. So you sit down at all the active litigations. Now what do you do? What do you do about a case that the SEC has filed, like one against Coinbase that's been very aggressively defended, and you're the director and you no longer share the view that they're acting as an unlawful broker-dealer or an unlawful clearing firm, an unlawful exchange that they're failing to register. In fact, you think, hey, the law's not clear enough. I don't want to bring these cases anymore. And you're enforcement director. Well, there's a bunch of options. You can tell the head of litigation, there's a head of litigation that works for you when you become enforcement director. And chances are, again, that if this person's head of litigation, there's someone that you want as head of litigation. Maybe they're the civil servant who's been there forever and they haven't left. And you start to make their lives miserable because you call them every day and you say, I want you to do this, this, and this, and they stop doing it. You put them on a performance improvement plan. Things can go really south if the head of litigation stops doing what the enforcement director wants them to do. So the enforcement director might sit down with the head of litigation and say, hey, I want you to dismiss all of these cases or try to work out a settlement and finish them. I don't believe in these cases anymore. And at that point, whoever the litigators are that are working the case might say they object to that, but the enforcement director says, this is what I want you to do. And you need to go to the commission for permission. And so you go to the commissioners, just like I said before, with an action memorandum that says, we want to dismiss these 5 cases and we want to settle these other 10 for this. And you get in front of those 5 commissioners, the new chair, the 2 Republican appointees, Mark Ueda and Hester Peirce, and the 2 Democratic ones. And what you've also done is you've talked to their legal assistant. Now
there you go. Jeremy Hogan. Thank you very much. Stu Alderati, General Counsel at Ripple. Comments on John Reed Stark's post on X. John, a staunch SEC supporter, has the class to say the people have spoken. Gensler and his anti-crypto minions should voluntarily stand down, or as John explains, the SEC's new chair, when appointed, will use the agency's internal mechanisms to remove them. Either way, it's over. And I responded, retract all crypto lawsuits now, Gary Gensler. Fred Rispoli at Freddie Riz. XR community, my thoughts on how Donald Trump wins changes Ripple's appeal timeline. It's good news, and from a pure crypto perspective, thank heavens he won. We know Trump is aware of the case from the X post by Stuart Alderati. We know there are about to be extreme changes at the SEC, but probably not into effect until March or April 2025. While I think it's unrealistic to expect the case to be flat out dismissed, this goes for any already filed cases. We can finally talk about settlement being a very realistic possibility, and there are 2 scenarios that he's thinking. 1, current SEC regime realizes that the Ripple case stands right now. Institutional sales illegal, $125 million fine, is the best it is going and get. And wait a minute, is the best it is going to get and still hurt crypto industry. So get in before the new leadership hammer drops. Number two, the new SEC regime in spring of 2025 recognizes this whole case was idiotic and settles at that point for less than the SEC has now. This might include a reduction in the fine and agreement that current sales of XRP by Ripple are sufficiently structured to not be investment contracts. Bottom line, I no longer think we'll be waiting until 2026 for this shit show to be over. Go XRP, baby. Eleanor Terrett with Fox Business wrote this article yesterday. SEC Commissioner backs Trump's plan to end crypto crackdown. Ueda may become acting SEC chair in the new administration. It's a lengthy article. It talks about Republican SEC Commissioner Mark Ueda wants to help President-elect Donald Trump fulfill his promise of ending the Biden administration's so-called war on crypto. Fox Business has learned. Ueda, who has served as a commissioner since 2022, would likely become acting chair when Trump takes the reins in January. Tells Fox Business that one path forward for the agency under Trump would be to pause new enforcement actions against firms that have failed to register until there are some clear rules of the road in place. Gary Gensler and the goons at the SEC have regulated by enforcement, have ran companies out of the United States, has rug pulled many companies without clear rules because they are a government entity that made the rules as they go. Thank you, Ellie Terrett. I'll leave a copy below before I go batshit crazy. Mentioning batshit crazy, Elizabeth Warren had a message about the election results. She is, oh my God, I cannot stand this witch. And I reposted it and I said, how are things going with those millions and millions you received from the banks, you evil woman? And you can see her nice patio, her multi-million-dollar house. She's probably got her yacht sitting out there in the bay somewhere. Oh, let's keep going. I cannot stand her. All right, here we go. Marjorie Taylor Greene press release. Holy shit. Trump's lawyer, Mike Davis, just dropped the mic and ended Letitia James's career. He said, if she continues with this lawfare, we will put your fat ass in prison. Let's go. This is the energy I like. Listen.
Just say this to Big Tish James, the New York Attorney General. I dare you. I dare you to try to continue your lawfare against President Trump in his second term. Because listen here, sweetheart, we're not messing around this time. And we will put your fat ass in prison for conspiracy against rights. And I promise you that. So think long and hard before you want to violate President Trump's constitutional rights or any other American's constitutional rights. It's not going to happen again.
We've been warning people on the show, Mike. This isn't the same Trump administration. Stop messing around. Don't rig elections. Don't illegally vote. Don't try the funny business, because we know the team this time and they are not effing around.
Absolutely. Trump's not effing around. Good things are going to happen. Everybody deserves a level playing field. All the corruption in government, a lot of it's going to go away. Crypto is winning, and crypto is going to continue to win. Check it out. Detroit residents will be able to pay taxes with crypto from mid-2025 using PayPal and using coins such as Bitcoin, Ether, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, and its in-house stablecoin, PayPal USD or PYUSD. Well, you got Ripple USD coming, or LUSD. You got XRP, which is currently not a security. There's no reason that XRP should not be in this list because it's faster, cheaper, stronger, better. The $6 million man. Okay, so Federal Reserve Chairman Powell was asked a question yesterday. They lowered the rates like 0.25%, some bullshit like that. And he was asked this question, and his response was no. Listen to this shit.
Some of the president-elect's advisors have suggested that you should resign. If he asked you to leave, would you go?
No.
Can you follow up on, do you think that legally you're not required to leave?
No.
Do you believe the president has the power to fire or demote you, and has the Fed determined the legality of a president demoting at will any of the other governors with leadership positions?
Not permitted under the law.
Wow, so the feds. We'll see about that shit. As a co-founder, I approve this message. I'm a co-founder of Asada at Asada.com. Our Asada token will be multi-chain. seamlessly integrating with our platform and offering incredible benefits to holders and investors in real estate and other exciting real world assets is coming, people. We're working behind the scenes with companies, with investors. Unlock the future of real world assets with Asada and Desist. Check out Zic Inc's amazing article on the Desist protocol. The groundbreaking tech could set the global standard. We're thrilled to be partners with Zic with the launch of our real world asset platform coming soon. Stay tuned for big announcements as we gear it for a token and platform launch. Follow us for the latest updates. Contact us at hello@asvada.com or join our Discord Telegram with our link tree. I'll leave everything below for you to check out, baby. And finally, yesterday I had a question. I asked, what is the best smelling men's cologne? Go. And I said, thanks for the feedback. Well, we got Creed Aventus, we got Nautica Voyage, we got Old Spice. Daniel says LV Imagination or Prod Luna Rosa Ocean, if I pronounce that right. Hugo Boss by Courtney. My absolute favorite is Million Parfume. We got Egoist by Chanel. We got Trump Energy. We got These Nuts. Gavinci Pour Homme. I can't pronounce those. Let's see, Sauvage. I have Sauvage by Christian Dior. Essential Oil, Cedar and Sage. You got Money Muster saying Versace Eros. But Sauvage got a lot of votes. I mean, there's so many opportunities, so many people willing to share their favorites on Crypto X, Crypto Twitter, and I love it. And I'm really surprised nobody said SEC Tears. Here's a neat one here. Jean-Paul Gaultier, Lemel, don't bite my style. But yeah, thanks. I want to thank everybody for the feedback out there. You know, I ask questions. I try to get some feedback. I try to get, some involvement from the community. And most everybody out there participates, and I love it. Thank you very much. I love this community. I love the XRP community, the crypto community. If you get a chance, hit the bell notification, like my channel, subscribe, like the video, share it with your friends. My name is James Rule, XRP, the James Rule Crypto Show. Everybody have a fantastic Friday, a fantastic weekend. Things are happening for the good. And don't forget, I told you so.